and stay. Honorable Second Chief Dale Beaver, Speaker Randall Hicks, Second Speaker Dale Proctor, Representative of the National Council, Cabinet members, and fellow Muskogee Creek citizens. It is my duty and honor to address you today with a report on the nation's second quarter of FY 2020. I would like to begin by saying that this quarter was unlike any other that the nation has faced in the history of our modern government. The global pandemic of COVID-19 has affected our travel services, our operations, and our daily lives. However, I am pleased to share that the nation's proactive and aggressive measures have kept us a step ahead, and I will be outlining how in just a few moments. While this crisis has certainly commanded our attention, it has not kept us from our duties as executive branch. We must keep this nation operating and, more importantly, moving forward. Daily life and operation has been put on hold, but our oath of office has not. With that in mind, I'd like to highlight some of our efforts in this quarter. Currently, the permanent fund sits at $375,408,800. That is a decrease from the previous quarter of a little over $55 million. This decrease is due to the impact on the domestic economy from the COVID-19 pandemic, with no monies being spent out of this fund for appropriation or cost. History has shown us that markets rise and fall. We are not panicked by this downturn, but rather looking forward to the eventual recovery. In January, we held our inauguration for the first time at River Spirit Casino Resort and shared a complimentary lunch with the hundreds in attendance. We were able to attend our first intertribal meeting as an administration and set a foundation of collaboration and unity moving forward with the 5 tribes. It was important to attend the Board of Education meeting on January 24th with parents, students, and the staff and administration at Tulsa Public School to provide input and consultation regarding issues with the Indian Education Program, along with additional hearings we had with the district and parent committee. We were pleased to recently learn that the Indian Education Committee has endorsed the district's latest proposal to reorganize its Indian Education Program, and that plan will go before a vote at the Board of Education on May 4th. On January 25th, I had the honor of standing before the National Council and outlining this administration's plan and vision for our future in the State of the Nation address. February was a significant month for this office. Second Chief and I, along with National Council Speaker Randall Hicks and Second Speaker Dale Proctor, traveled to Washington, D.C. for our first visit to Capitol Hill in our new roles of tribal leadership. We attended the NCAI's Executive Winter Session and were present for the State of Indian Nation address from President Fawn Sharp. We attended the National Johnson O'Malley Conference, where Muskogee Creek Nation was recognized with the Platinum Award for our consistent commitment to the program. Our congressional meeting with the Oklahoma Representative, Kendra Horn, Tom Cole, and Kevin Hearn, and with Senator James Langford, served as an opportunity to voice our issues and create relationships with these key legislators. Those relationships have currently been extremely useful in this time of crisis. We gave testimony before the Interior Subcommittee of the House Committee on Appropriation and before the Tribal Policy Roundtable on some of the tribe's most pressing issues, including veteran housing and the protection of sacred sites. We attended a congressional briefing to show our nation's support for the fight to legislatively address missing and murdered Indigenous women. And to finish this extremely busy month, we watched along the world as our very own employee of the Department of Education, Mackenzie Jones, represented us with tremendous class as an 8-day champion on Jeopardy! Earlier, I mentioned how I was proud of the nation's proactive and aggressive approach to handling this issue and how that has kept us ahead and prepared. I'd like to outline and provide some information that supports that claim. On March 3rd, I convened the first meeting of our Department of Health Coronavirus Task Force and learned that since early February, Health has been updating the general public regarding the risk of COVID-19, providing general safety precaution, screening patients for international travel, taking inventory of PPE, and collaborating with the Oklahoma State Department of Health and the CDC. On March 12th, we instituted a travel ban for the nation's employees. On March 13th, we became Oklahoma's first tribal nation to declare a state of emergency. On March 16th, we closed all 9 sites of our gaming operation while continuing full payment and benefit to our employees. As of today, we are still closed and we are still paying employees. On March 19th, we announced paid administrative leave for the employees in the at-risk categories, those ages 65 and over or with chronic medical conditions. On March 23rd, we implemented the essential staff model at the complex and closed common areas to the public. On March 25th, we announced our first employee to test positive for COVID-19. The individual has since recovered, and we are happy to share that due to our swift action and preventative measures, that it is still the only positive case confirmed amongst our employees to this day. I'd like to commend the Department of Health and its decision and preparation during this pandemic that has served as a model for many outside organizations and have kept Muskogee Creek Nation safe and to a great extent relatively unfazed by this virus at our facilities. I'd like to recognize our Information Technology Department for all of their swift and smart work in helping us get a majority of employees home and safe while keeping this nation running with remote work. I want to thank our cabinet, directors, managers, and employees for all the sacrifices they have made to get us through this uncertain time. So many are asking, what can I do to help? Your dedication to this nation have kept our operation functioning and our service interruption at a minimum. In recent days, the nation has shown a communal spirit that proves how we survive and why we are going to prosper. Over the Easter weekend, over 2,500 Creek families were provided fresh produce at 9 locations from over 150 volunteers with a little under 72 hours of planning time available. We want to thank our partners that had a hand in this incredible blessing, and we will continue to look for ways to keep giving. We've also instituted a new policy of paid maternity leave for our expectant mothers that was proposed by our employee, Whitney Mayhew, making us just the second tribe to do so. And we have also brought back our sick leave donation policy. We print and make copies of the quarterly report available that is sent in from all of our departments and contain an itemized breakdown of their performance. I encourage you to look through it and see how we are doing, where we need to improve, and the success that we can build on. Regardless of any crisis or demanding situation, it is our duty to press on and take care of our responsibilities as the executive branch, and that's what we will continue to do. We firmly believe that you never let a crisis go to waste. We are finding areas of strength we didn't know we had, and are identifying areas of improvement where we can be better going forward. The future is bright because we are together. We are one Muskogee. God bless you, and God bless the Muskogee Creek Nation. Mado.